So essentially all you have to do is write some text and set it to an agent. We're reading our CSV file kind of like in a way that a data analyst would do. Hey guys, welcome back to another video in the series where I'm developing on a LangChain OpenAI's API and LLMs. And today I'm going to be teaching you guys how we utilize agents as well as our large language models to read over a CSV file and find specific results. Best part is there's not a ton of coding involved with it, and you can pretty much pick up this concept in 15 to 30 minutes if you practice it a little bit. Now, I do have other videos that are covering agents, large language models. So if you're brand new to the space, I'd probably recommend watching a few videos before jumping into this one. But you still should be able to grasp a lot of these concepts pretty easily. With that being said, all that you need for this video is an OpenAI API key, and then like a Google Colab or a VS Code. All right, time to code.
All right, so I have my Google Colab notebook, and first we're gonna have to actually pip install a few things. So first we're gonna do is pip install LangChain. So make sure that is in over here. Then up next, we're gonna have to pip install LangChain OpenAI. So pip install LangChain and then underscore OpenAI like that. And then lastly, what we're gonna have to also import in is LangChain experimental. So pip install LangChain like that, and then experimental. And what other thing I'm gonna do really quick is I'm gonna set up my OpenAI API key. So we're gonna import OS, and then we're gonna say os.environ equal, let's put over here OpenAI's key. So OpenAI API key, we're gonna say that's gonna be equal to, and then put your key over here. It should start with SK. If you don't have a key, make sure to grab it from the OpenAI's API website. I also showed how we can build that in our first video in this series, but make sure you put that there. I'm not gonna show mine in this video. I'm just actually gonna build out a few new cells down below. But what I'm gonna do is install these three real quick, import in my AI key, and then we should be good to go. All right, so now that it's working, let's actually look at our CSV file. So we're gonna say import pandas as PD. Okay, run that. And then now I'm gonna show you where we get this CSV. So essentially I go to a website called Baseball Reference, very basic for baseball statistics. I'm gonna grab Walter Johnson, one of the best pitchers of all time. You can see he's Hall of Famer, 2-time MVP, 3 Triple Crowns and 5 ERA titles, 165 wins above replacement, which is phenomenal. Regardless, you go down over here to standard pitching, you can share and export, and I believe you can get table as CSV or get Excel workbook. You can change it to the CSV if you really want to, but that way you can export that out. Now, I will say also in Excel, make sure you remove these last 3 over here. Otherwise, you're going to have some issues with that. So just to show you what these look like real quick, I just go over here to File. I'm going to open up this Walter Johnson, right? It's going to be a CSV file right now. I'm just going to separate this by comma, finish. So this is what my file looks like, right? Just remove these over here. And this is optional, but you can also remove words. Honestly, I probably should have done it, but I already have all the code prepped, so I'm not going to do that for this video. But there you go. We don't need these, remove the files. And that's what the CSV should look like. So the way that you upload your file is you can just go over here to Files and then click over here to Upload, then grab it. I have Walter Johnson right here on the desktop. Give me a warning that it's not going to save. If I restart this, that's fine. This is for the video, but just if you run the code again in the future, you have to upload your CSV. That won't store over there. So let's just take a look what this CSV looks like here in Python. So pretty easy, pd.read underscore CSV, then just throw in the name. Now, kind of a shortcut for you guys. You don't want to type all this out. 3 dots, rename file, grab all that, Control C it, throw it over here, Control V. I do that all the time. So it's so easy to make typos. And we have that. And then if you just go df.head right here, if you just want to make sure it's working properly, great. We have this imported in over here. Now let's build out our CSV agent. So that way we can essentially use our LLM with our CSV file. So first thing we're going to do is from LangChain underscore experimental dot agents dot agent toolkits, import create CSV agent. And I hope that's proper, make no mistakes there. That worked. Awesome. And then what we're going to do is from LangChain OpenAI, we're going to say import chat OpenAI, and hopefully that works as well. And boom, we have that. So, all right. So now what we're going to do is set up an LLM. So we're going to say LLM equals this chat OpenAI. I'm lazy. I'm just going to copy and paste it. And then you can set your temperature. You want to have something close to 0. I'm just going to do 0.5 because I've been using it a lot in this series, and put this. If you want to use a specific model, you can clarify that down below. But for this video's purposes, I'm not going to. And then, of course, I do have an error, and it says did not find an OpenAI API key. Apparently, I didn't run that. So I'm just going to pause real quick, rerun that cell, and it was correct. I didn't run that. So this time it actually did work. So make sure you run your cells. Otherwise, you're going to have the same issue I did. So now what we're going to do, and this next step, I was a little bit iffy on the documentation if this is technically an agent executor or not. So it didn't really explain it too much, or just a straight up agent. Agent executors are supposed to run the agents. So I'm like 50-50 on this one. So I do apologize if this should just be an agent. The code still works, but I'm going to say create our CSV agent. And then what we're going to pass inside over here is first our LLM, which we defined above. Then we're going to put in our CSV file. So I have Walter Johnson.csv, like that. And then I want to see how the LLM is getting our information. So I'm going to use verbose equals true. And it'll spit out essentially every line that's going through. So we're going to run that over here. Great, that worked as well. And let's take a look at our first thing in our document. Like, this was as easy as it was just to get all this set up, right? Just a few lines of code. So first thing I want to do is find the total amount of wins. Now, wins is going to be over here, this W column. So I'm not telling it that wins is W, but I'm curious if the natural language will pick that up. So to show you how I do this in Pandas, and again, I'm going very basic just to make sure that this works in the tutorial, as we're going to set up a W like that. So we're grabbing our wins column over here with their W, and we're just going to sum it up. So sum of that and 417. If we want to check that, right, you go down over here, 417 wins. Great. So now what we can do is we can do this to agent executor. So you can agent executor, then you're going to put .invoke. And that's the new proper term for saying that a lot of stuff has been changed and depreciated in the past. So I tried updating this tutorial where I can, and invoke is the way to do it now. But let's put in our natural language over here. So how many total wins are there? So let's see if this picks up the W. I know it should because I prepped it before, but let's just run this. And we have an error, funny enough. Now put parsing error occurred in order to pass this error back. So that's kind of funny. Let's retry that over here. Make sure everything invoke. How many total wins are there? That is literally the same exact thing that I put in our prepped code. So let's try rerunning this again. And here we go. And that's why I'm saying this is still a little bit buggy. But you can see entering the new agent executor chain, which is also why I think this was supposed to be set up as an agent executor and not just as an agent. Again, documentation was very iffy on this. We can find the total wins by summing up the values in the W column of the data frame. Okay, that's awesome. Action, so it goes Python action, input. Same thing I put over here, DFW sum, right? Observation 417, the total amount of wins is 417. Final answer 417. Finish the chain. Input is how many total wins are there, and our output is 417. Awesome. So another one that we can find over here, let's say we're going to find the most wins. So like find the most wins in a season. So let's look how we would want to do that. Let's add some new code over here. So again, we can just take this W over here and let's find our max. So we'll just put max on this side of things, 36. So we go over here, We can see 36 is the most, right? Awesome. So that did work properly. Well, I mean, that should, because that's our normal Python code. But let's grab our agent executor again. Let's throw this in over here and say, what's the most wins? What is the most wins in a year? I'll add in a year. I didn't do that with my practice code, but let's see, find the max, right? And we get 36 over here. I need to find the maximum value in the W column, use a max function, max, and calculates that. Awesome. So let's do one more over here, and let's find the average amount of wins. So find the average mins. I said mins, but wins over here. Let's grab this, and this time we're going to do a mean. I guess mins would be mean and wins, but no idea. So let's grab our mean like that. You can see the average is 19.8. So let's do this agent executor. So same exact things. What's the average wins? I'm gonna say also round up to whole number, which I didn't do this in my practice code, but I think it'd be kind of fun to do over here. So let's see if it does that as well. So it's trying to import math, it looks like, on here. Action input. And we'll see. But it is saying over here, use the mean from that. Not a valid tool. So this might crash out. I might try to rerun it, but not working the best in this example. We'll have one more line, and then if it doesn't work, yeah, let's stop that. So I'm just gonna say, what's the average wins? We'll remove this over here, and we'll rerun that. Still looks like we're having some errors. Let's put this question mark here at the end. Third time, and that's exactly what I put. My example code. And the chain is finished over here. What's the average wins? Output 19.857, which is exactly what I had above.
So awesome. You've been able to go through a full CSV document and do some basic data analysis. If you learned something new, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. These videos take quite a while to make, and a subscription is free and shows YouTube that people do enjoy these videos and like data science or AI. Now, I have a full playlist of videos right over here with LangChain, and I recommend that you check them out. I'm uploading 2 to 3 videos every single week, and I'm going to continue to build out this full playlist in 2024 and 2025.